Man, another sign of the apocalypse, bro.
What happened? What is this sign of the apocalypse that we got going on today?
Uh, a native and world renowned singer and somewhat activist got accused by some of her dancers of being fat shaming and um, forcing them to do lewd and sexual acts and creating a hostile environment, a hostile workplace environment.
Oh, would you be talking about Lizzo?
Yes.
Didn't she have I thought I read somewhere that she forced a young lady to eat a banana out of a young lady's private area.
Yes.
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 Okay.
I'm with that too.
I've also heard some conflicting reports that it wasn't her, it was like an assistant. It wasn't actually Lizzo that was doing this. Is that not true? Is Lizzo
Okay.
the actual culprit? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know yet. I know I did hear some. I heard one of her ex dancers come out and say, like, even if it wasn't her in particular, you have to take on the good with the bad when it comes to having your name on a brand. Like, so like, you can't just be like, when things are going good, it's all Lizzo. But when things are going, you allow things to go bad in your system, in your circle, you have to own some of that too, even though it's not necessarily. That's what she said. That's not what I'm saying. She said that she was like, you can't allow that type of culture to continue under your supervision. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she said even if she didn't do it, she was aware of it and didn't like nip it in the bud. Basically, that's what she was saying. Her former dancer.
There was a TMZ interview where there were two former dancers that got interviewed on TMZ. Now I believe they were actually implicating Lizzo herself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those were.
yeah.
But I mean, this is wild.
And you think
This is
that's the sign
wild.
of
That's like,
apocalypse? So how many signs of the apocalypse have you, young James Boogie, seen? In
maybe about
it,
1,000.
whoa, okay, but it's not
Yeah, I
okay.
ain't saying it's coming soon, but I'm just saying like when the whole thing is done and we finish with this with this whole situation we call human existence, man, and whoever take over, whether it's the AI, the aliens, and they, what I'm saying, they're writing a book, they're gonna be like, shit, that shit known right here. It's gonna be like 1,000 points, like shit right there. When that nigga when they let OJ go, you should have known, man. That was for them, man. Oh, they made Donald Trump the president. Oh shit, ain't no boy. Hey,
You know, I'm glad you brought up AI.
yeah.
How do you feel about
Y'all
this?
let women drive? Y'all let women drive? Oh man, come on. Y'all should have known right there. Like that's crazy. Y'all just
I'm glad you brought up AI. How do you feel about this new emergence of AI technology? I get they've been doing AI technology research since I don't know, the 50s or 60s or whatever. At least the last 40 years they've been doing AI research.
yeah.
But how do you feel about this new stuff, this chat GPT, this DNA drive, this Neuralink thing, all this stuff that they're trying to come up with? How do you feel about it?
Man, I feel I feel as if it's a double-edged sword, but I feel that I feel like it's just like big business, man. Big business. Cause like their ultimate goal, their ultimate goal for no other reason but greed is to have people on the same accord. If I have you on the same accord, I mean you got the same likes, the same wants. So I can sell you shit, and then I can create shit that you have to have, So I can create a want. I can create a want in you for some shit you don't need, like just like Jordans. Like why the fuck shoes so much? You know what I'm saying? We didn't create that want to that need to whatever. There ain't nothing but big business doing that, saying that y'all fuck with this, oh shit. So we'll keep rising the prices till y'all say y'all won't fuck with it. But y'all will make y'all want it to. But anyway, so that being said, That's who's driving that, because all they want to do is be able to capture shit. So now I can eliminate my workforce. I can eliminate my free thinking workforce. So all my actors and my singers and my all my entertainers, I can get rid of them, man, and make the same money, exact same money.
So that is true with the Chat GPT software or any AI software like that. That is one thing that it can do. It can create screenplays, screenwrites, or whatever, movies. It can create music, things like that.
Yeah.
Just by it's how it processes information. But like you, I do feel like I see the pros and cons. On one side of it, I'm excited about it because it gives you the opportunity to process 100 years of information on a subject matter in seconds. Where, if me or you were doing it, let's say we were trying to come up with, I don't know, I want to solve immigration issues. It would take us a couple of months, if not, a year or more, to go through all the information that we got out there on immigration issues and pros and cons of immigration and how we can come up with a plan to fix it.
Yeah.
With this AI software, it happens in seconds. Doctors are using it for diagnoses, lawyers are using it for defenses or to prosecute or just for information. So that's a pro about it. But the con.
But I'm saying, I'm asking a question about your pro. I'm gonna say that with you. I ain't trying to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna expound on that part. It being able, like, if I can create something, why do I need anybody else? I don't need the actors. I don't need the screenplays. I can literally go in there and be like, I want a movie about two black guys who one is like this, one is like that. I want it to be an hour long. I need 4 sub characters, and I can just I can get that information and get a script. Or I can be like, I want to write a song about this, that, and the other. I want the first 4 bars to be on A, the next one to be on an E sound, and the last one to rhyme notorious. And it'll do that.
Yeah, so on the creative side, you're the human element is this. You're still producing it. So it does cut some minds out of the way as far as writers, producers, things like that, because now I'm dealing with a program that is just going and is gathering data. You say, I want to make a song about, I want to make a trap song in the style of Drake on a Metro Boomin beat. Well, the AI program is going to go be able to create that because it's sifting through the catalogs of Drake and Metro Boomin and the style of trap music, and it's going to give you a piece. Did some of that AI stuff we heard outside of the digital element of it? This shit was like, oh shit, that do sound like some shit that Drake might do. You know what I'm saying?
What if I modify the Drake voice and make it say Drake, but take out all of the treble and give him 6% more bass, and don't call him Drake, call him, I don't know, Blake, or call him Eater or something.
Oh yeah,
Drake backwards.
You the producer can name whatever this artist is that you releasing this music on, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm talking to the program, hey man, I want a love song in the style of R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you name it, whatever. And some of that's, like I said, some of that stuff, the information gathering, computing part that happens in seconds, that's a pro. But the scary thing is, like you said, big business. The big business is who's controlling the data that these AI software is pulling from. Because it's just, at the end of the day, it's software. It's sifting through the data we give it. So you're still going to get the bias, you still get the propaganda. You know, if you want to, I need a report on, you know, the viewpoint of the Civil War from Abraham Lincoln. You know what I'm saying? it'll spit out a report. It'll spit out an answer. It'll spit out a think piece. But it's because of the information that it's gathering. It's pulling from all the information, the writings that people have done over the years, textbooks, speeches, TED Talks, all of that. It has all of that information at its fingertips at an instant and spits it out in seconds. It would take me and you 6 months to go through all of this data to formulate this TED Talk piece that we would want to put on. I mean, it's good and bad because it gives humans the elements. Once I think the end goal for humans is to, like I told my partner, I said, we're going to be cyborgs in 20 years, bro. Maybe 30 years. We're going to be cyborgs, bro. With this Tesla chip they're trying to work on, this Neuralink, that links to your brain is going to give you the power to compute that shit. And now you got this AI, this Chat GPT, this, and all it is a search engine on steroids that can compute complicated equations, whether if it's mathematical or any of all of that. So now if I as a human can find a way to compute as fast as that AI or faster and retain it with this Neuralink and this whole Microsoft DNA drive that they have, bro, I'm there. I can be sitting here right now. I'm serious. I can be sitting here right now, bro. Never been a fucking surgeon in my life. And say, man, I got to perform ankle surgery. And within seconds, nigga, I have 100 years of medical data of from textbooks, teachings, professors, all of that. Bro, I know it. And I retained it because I have unlimited memory. And when it gets full, I just switch out the drive and go to the next one. Like, that shit's crazy. It don't sound good. It sounds scary as fuck, bro.
But I mean, how you saying that they're gonna put computers in our brains, man?
You know what the Neuralink is, right? Just have you read up about it?
No, I have not. But I'm just saying, the theoretical thought versus the practicality? Like, for example, Leonardo theoretically made the first helicopter, but practically he couldn't make it work.
He could make it work. Yeah.
Yeah, he could make it work. But theoretically, when he made it, it worked. So that's why we credit him with making the first helicopter. So in theory. So I'm just asking, is the Neuralink more theory or is it practical? Like, we can say, okay, this is like, I'm immature in the sense that I'm like, I don't think we advanced that far as a society.
If you have a sit down with Elon Musk, and you can find this and you can find you can find articles on it. You can find him actually speaking on it. If you believe what Elon Musk says, and you believe for him to be telling us the truth, the Neuralink is past concept. It's actually a working Neuralink to the point where they've done trials in chipmunks. Is it chipmunks? They've done trials in chipmunks. They have a working Neuralink. And if you listen to him, it's ready, it works, it's functioning. Now, the last time I read up on how those trials were going, they keep killing chipmunks. I don't know if that's real or not. I don't know if that's fake news. I don't know if that's, whatever. But if you talk to Elon Musk, Neuralink is here. It needs some tweaks. Neuralink is here. If you talk to Microsoft, the DNA drive is a real working thing. I don't have the exact number of how much data that they say that you can store on DNA, but it's an insane amount of data that they say you can store on a very small percentage of DNA. I thought it was bullshit. I'm telling you, and I thought it was bullshit. I was doing what I do on TikTok because, I'm a conspiracy guy. And, I'll see something, I'll run across some shit on TikTok, and this is guy I follow. He's some kind of like a philosopher / smart guy. He's not Neil deGrasse Tyson. Neil deGrasse Tyson is a biophysicist. No, he's an astrophysicist. Neil deGrasse Tyson is an astrophysicist. This guy is some kind of biophysicist or something. And he said some real fly shit. He was like, yeah, They have this. You can store X amount of, terabytes of some stupid amount of storage on human DNA in DNA. And I was like, man, that sounds like cap. And he was like, yeah, Microsoft has developed this thing called a DNA drive. Now, where he took the DNA drive, he took it to if they can store data on it, they're trying to figure out how to program data. How to program DNA. And I was like, man, that's cap. There ain't no fucking DNA drive. I had some time that day. I took a deep dive for about 2 hours. And this is a real working thing, bro. Microsoft has developed a DNA drive where they say you can store mass amounts of information on DNA. And apparently they have a working DNA drive. So you parry that.
But that is, okay. Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you can manipulate DNA. I would assume if I know how to store data on DNA, the next step is trying to figure out how to program DNA. Because when you talk to these smart people, these biophysicists, these tech guys, when you really sit down and talk to all these people, they tell you, even a doctor, the human body is a machine. It functions like a machine. DNA is code. That's how when you get to the riches of the riches and the elites of the elites, and they have these kids and they go to these fertility clinics and they're like, I want my kid to be 6'6" with green eyes. And they do DNA manipulation. Like, that's a real thing. So DNA is something that is programmable. Now, to the extent of how we can program DNA, I don't know. I don't know if we've hit that peak of smartness in the world where we can program DNA. But according to Microsoft, we can store data on DNA.
Yeah.
So that shit fucking terrifies me, bro.
And
again, I don't know how much of it is cap. I don't know how much of this is cap from Microsoft. I don't know how much of this is cap from Elon Musk. But I know Neuralink is a real thing. I know the DNA drive is a real thing. I know Chat GPT is a real thing. I even know the Tesla bot is a real thing. So yeah, I don't know. Shit's crazy. It terrifies the fuck out of me and excites me at the same time. I'm the guy who would buy a Tesla bot and probably get murdered by said Tesla bot I bought.
I feel like Elon Musk has a reputation of being like a mad scientist.
He's not. He's just I think he's a I don't even want to say that, bro, because one side of it you hear he just lucked up on business deals, but on the other side, on one side of it he lucked up on business deals. We know he wasn't the first electric car. We know that for sure. He wasn't the first electric car. He didn't invent the technology. He just, built the brand that is considered at the forefront of electric cars and shit like that. Mm-hmm. He ain't doing nothing with SpaceX that other people aren't doing. Like, Elon Musk isn't the scientist. He might have the ideas behind some of this stuff and he gives them to people who can execute them. But he's not the scientist behind SpaceX. You got rocket scientists over there. But it's the same thing with him and the Amazon dude. These guys aren't the brains behind the actual science. Now, they might have ideas and went and got people to execute said ideas. But that's why you got SpaceX and Blue Horizon. These are just both private rocketeer companies that are working for the government. So, Blue Horizons is up and down the Florida coast. That's Amazon's rocket program. And then you got SpaceX is here in Houston or Clear Lake, whatever you want to call it. And between here and Alabama, they building rockets for the government.
Like I said, I think he's more Joker. Or I think he's more like, he's not even Joker. He's more like, he's like a Two-Face. Like, he's not a main villain. He really ain't even a villain. He's just a guy who he'll do some fucked up shit to get his way. He got a little bit of game, but he feel like he got all the game in the world. Like Two-Face feel he's like the Joker.
Well, but I don't think he's a villain though. I just think he's a shrewd businessman. I don't think he's a villain.
I think he's a villain because I feel like some of his business dealings and some of the way he views things is 100% knowing that that's going to disenfranchise situations. That's going to put people. That's gonna. It's not like you're coming in on some. There's the way you're saying it is like I want to make the world better, but really, some of the way you're making the world better is eliminating the world for some people. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what though? That's if you phrase it that way, then that's going to be a big percentage of these of big business and CEOs and higher up execs like that. Some of these people, they look at, I'm eliminating waste, which might cut jobs here. So the thought process will be to some of these guys, these billionaires and trillionaires who run business or run the world, their thought process is this new technology or this new process or this new whatever it is, it'll streamline better. It'll be good for the economy because it'll lower the price on some goods or whatever. It might eliminate some jobs here, but because we're stimulating the economy, lowering the price of these goods and how we get them to the people, and now more people are spending more money, the jobs that eliminated will add more jobs. That's how they kind of look at it. So you might have some people who have to reinvent themselves within society for as what they do for a living. But I mean, that happens every day. I can't tell you, how many times not too many, but I have been in I'm in a situation now where I'm more or less reinventing what I do for a living or my occupation. So that shit just happens. Now I wasn't forced to do it. It was by choice, but
Well, I also think that like all those guys, the Gates, the Bezos, the Musk, they see the end. They see the end coming because most of their money came from inventing or creating situations, right? Whether it be Amazon, whether it be Tesla, whether it be whatever, they're kind of creating situations. That situations became the baseline. So they jumped they're the leaders and they're the forefront. But as time goes on, that shit gonna even out. Just like taxis got X'd out by by Uber and Lyft. It's gonna be something that's gonna ease Lyft and Uber out too. You know what I'm saying? Like as time goes, things get because things become more accessible when somebody figures it out.
Isn't that just evolution though? Like
yeah. But I'm saying, I'm saying they're just the new Edisons and the new, you know what I'm saying? That's all they are. They'll tell you that they're revolutionary, but when you look back on at the time, everybody's like, wow, Edison. But when you go back, you're like, damn, it really was Tesla. And you know what I'm saying? That's how we're gonna look at Elon Musk and some of the other guys. We'll be like, damn.
Well,
they put their name out there.
Nikola Tesla, the only reason why Nikola Tesla was X'd out of the equation in a certain sense, and I'm not insinuating anything nefarious, but he was X'd out of the equation in a certain sense because he wasn't playing ball with what we would consider big business. He wasn't in the business of profiting off of the people. One of the big, and it's funny because Nikola Tesla then had the technology for wireless charging then. One of the reasons, like you know why they really got mad at him?
You tell me.
They really got mad at him because what he did was, I don't know if it was the government or a private sector party that he went with these plans. He took them some plans from what he told them was going to be a radio tower. And he was getting funding for this radio tower. But in actuality, it wasn't a radio tower. It was an invention that would be able to give free energy. Now I don't know how this technology works. I'm not that smart. But however the technology worked, you would set up these towers around the world or around whatever the place is, and you would be able to wirelessly charge homes. So energy would be free. That was his goal. And they got a hold of it. And essentially, that's what drove him to be a recluse in a hotel until he died. So, you ever seen that movie? You ever seen that movie with Christian Bale and what's the dude that played Wolverine? Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, yeah.
Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman. They both. It was called The Illusionist. You seen that? Hugh Jackman was trying to keep up. Hugh Jackman was like the big time magician. He was trying to keep up with Christian Bale. Hugh Jackman had he went to see a guy. Now, the movie was either trying to infer that he went to go see Nikola Tesla, or he went to go see a guy similar to Nikola Tesla. And this guy was an inventor, and one of the homages to Nikola Tesla was this guy had various light bulbs planted on the property before you got to the house, and he was charging them wirelessly or giving them energy wirelessly. And his thing was he mastered cloning humans. So Christian Bale's illusion was some sort of water cage trick where he was just killing his clone. He had a warehouse full of dead clones of him.
Yeah.
And that was the trick when Christian Bale was doing his illusion because he was a twin. So
Spoiler alert for all those who haven't seen it yet. Spoiler alert.
I mean, if you haven't seen The Illusionist, that's like what shit, 10, maybe 15 years. I was in my 20s when that shit came out. Well, maybe 30s. But,
I don't mind going back and seeing movies that I missed, I don't mind going back and watch movies that I've watched again, because you can catch, the lens you see things through. Sometimes it changes. People always say, "Oh, I didn't understand this character when I was this age, but now that I'm this age, I understand, and this other character is realer." You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm not switching it, but listening to Big Mo and on Players Get Shows, right?
Okay.
And Big Mo, and the King put this on my mind a while ago, a long time ago. Big Mo is literally singing his own song as they rapping. So every time his ad lib, pardon me, his ad lib, most people ad lib is like you say, "I'm going throw," the singer's like throw, or you're repeating what the person's saying.
Yeah.
But he talking about, like, he's saying, what they hitting for. Won't you tell me what they hitting? Like, he's singing his own personal song, No, we gonna do, no, we gonna. He's singing his own song.
Yeah.
On the ad libs. And yeah, man, sometimes as you get older, you see shit differently. You know what I'm saying? Because hearing the ad libs then, I was tripping off the ad libs. But now, as I'm old, I'm like, damn, he kind of telling his own story. I can understand going somewhere and somebody already told the story. They're like, come on, hop on this. Like, dang, you told like I was. So I'm just gonna give my personal view of how I would have done it in the story, because you telling the story in your verse, and I'm just like doing my own thing. That's crazy. But yeah,
I was in a barbershop a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and they was playing like a Southside mix on the north side. You know what I'm talking about? And Big Mo came on, and as I was sitting in the barber chair, I had a blasphemous thought, bro.
What was that?
Big Mo can't sing, bro. He couldn't sing at all, and he was hitting some notes that he couldn't hit, and it was cracking a little bit. And I was just like, R.I.P. Big Mo. But was this really quality music, or were we just, lost in the sauce of Big Mo, Southside legend? Song was stole because the song was stole. I ain't saying the song wasn't good. The song was stole, catchy hook, catchy lyrics. So I ain't saying it was a bad song. I'm saying Big Mo couldn't sing.
Okay, I had the same conversation yesterday with somebody, and it was the same conversation, and the person asked the same question. It was a legendary person. He's like, man, when I think about it, man, why was legendary person so great, right? And at first I was like, oh man, he did this, that, and the other, man. His resume speaks for itself. Whatever. He has accolades that can only compare with, like, it may be 3 or 4 people in the world who can compare with the accolades, right?
Right.
But then I thought, like, man, nah, you can't. Nah, you tripping, man. You can't question certain things, man. Now, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about him. But then, I'm talking about you. But I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's talking about Magic Johnson. He's like, man, he couldn't really shoot, bro. So why they think Magic Johnson was great? So I was like, nah, man, this man was the guard all 5 positions. You know what I'm saying? He was a dime waiting to happen. He was 19 points a game. You know what I'm saying? 10 Western Conference Championship Series, 9 finals out of 12 years he played. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, you can't question that shit. So then going to Big Mo can sing, man. Big Mo can sing, man. Big Mo just we saw him, we got the backside of Mo, and he was just jamming so hard, he didn't have to sing all the time. When he wanted to, like, what's that, Dirty Third at the end? When he's in that dirty third, the city of Lane, I'm gonna jam my screw. He can show you at times where he could go off. But he was just like, man, I didn't already went off. I'm trying to make this money now, man. I'm Magic Johnson, man. I make everybody around me greater.
When did Magic Johnson get AIDS?
In 1994 or 5. Oh. He came back in 2006.
I remember more of Magic Johnson catching AIDS than Magic Johnson playing basketball. Thank you, bright-skinned bandit.
Yeah. Shame on your soul, high Miss Bandit. Shame on your soul for saying that. Not saying no, that's okay.
No, I'm not. It might. So, but the other piece was, of course, I don't remember watching early Jordan. So, when did Jordan get in the league?
84.
84. I was born in 81. When did Magic Johnson get in the league?
80. No. No. Yeah, 80. 79.
It was because I remember playing
Bird versus Magic.
Yeah, it was 2 games. It was the Lakers versus the Celtics.
Yeah.
I don't remember any Celtics versus the Bulls game. But so
that was Bulls, and it was the finals. So it was Bulls and Pistons. They had games after the finals.
So this is what I do remember. I don't live in a world where I remember Jordan being trash. Jordan has been a winner my entire life that I know of. I didn't see early Jordan when he was getting his ass kicked in by the Pistons. All right? They were still in the playoffs, though. Keep going. No, I'm not. You're not going to argue for me about that. I don't remember Showtime Lakers. Yeah. I don't remember Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I think I saw Kareem Abdul. By the time I really saw Kareem Abdul-Jabbar play, he was an old nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't remember Showtime Lakers. Honestly, honestly, the all of that I remember of Magic is him being good, playing, catching AIDS, coming back, and Jordan was like, "I'ma still play this nigga like ain't nothing wrong." The outside of that, the only thing I truly remember, I remember the Twin Towers, Ralph Sampson and Akeem Olajuwon, and the only reason why I know about, I remember the Celtics, in particular Robert Parrish, is because Robert Parrish's aunt lived down the street from us. Like, when I say down the street, she stayed maybe 4 houses down. I can stand in my parents' yard and see Robert Parrish's aunt's house. And when they were playing the Rockets in the finals, she had Robert Parrish brought Larry Bird and Kevin McHale and the rest of his Celtics compadres to the neighborhood. It was a big to-do. Larry Bird was walking through the clock, bro.
I want to say the year that the Celtics played the Rockets, they beat the Lakers. Mm-hmm. Like the Lakers beat when Sampson did that was on the Lakers that old last second. The Rockets and the Lakers are rivals because, like, in that time with Magic, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm showing you how cold Magic was. Okay, so the Rockets played the Celtics in that championship. That's like what? That's like 87, 80, 88, something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Magic ended up playing Michael in the finals in 90.
Yeah.
So I came in 80 and played in the final. Like 9 years out of my 12, I was in the finals.
Yeah, I'm not down, and I'm not down Magic's greatness, bro. I live in a world where the most I know about Magic Johnson, he caught, okay, so he had a physical in 91 and 92. That's when he found out.
Yeah.
In November 7th, 1991 is when he found out he had HIV and he retired immediately. So I live in a world where the most I remember about Magic Johnson is post 1991.
That's coming. I came out the finals next year. I was in the finals year for that. So it's not going by his record. It's a good chance. And then that year, James Worthy was hurt. He ain't playing the finals against the Bulls.
Yeah.
It's James Worthy come back. It's a chance they go right back to the finals again. So, but anyway, went to Magic Johnson, but you were talking about Big Mo. Big Mo, man. Big Mo was cold, man. What's the name of this podcast, man?
Now let's begin the story.
I ain't your average cat. I slap box with lions. Ever since the 5th grade, kickball with tires. Made a mini fortune off a ripped off appliance. Money when it's stove back, hit dog with irons. Boogie need to find God. Shit dog, I'm trying. That's why I robbed the Deacon house. Man, quit your lying. I did it and do it again and then repeat.
H-Town's finest 16 Shots podcast.
I'm lightning with the blam blam.
Senor Boogie has disappeared, but yes, it is us. It is the 16 Shots podcast with Young James Boogie. Hey, y'all doing?
Tell me how you took it. I'm going to tell you what I meant.
Oh, he's still there. Are you having difficulties over there, Senor Boogie?
No.
You know what, bro? While you are amiss from the screen,
I'm here, man.
I realized something. I realized something the other day.
What you realize, man?
After we had our every 3 month TIFF on the podcast, as I was scrolling through my list of podcasts that I listen to,
yeah,
these niggas really argue more than us, bro. Like, podcasters really they almost be coming to blows on their podcast, bro. And even like major podcasts, like the JBP, outside of Joe's rant on them two foolish dudes that used to be on this pod show, Roaring Your Ball. Outside of those two idiots and clowns, bro, These niggas argue
I don't think
quite.
it's a problem.
They argue quite a bit, bro. Quite a bit. And I was like, oh.
But I think that arguing is not the issue. I think that arguing is part of parting. It's just the way that you do it and how you move on from it. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. It's an argument and nigga could be mad for that day. Shit. That's perfectly normal human. But then the next day, or whatever, how long it take, like shit, that shit's over. That shit was just an argument. You know what I'm saying? If you felt the way I felt the way on any subject, maybe I handled it wrong, maybe you handled it wrong, maybe we both handled it wrong, whatever it is, but shit. That's what humans do, you know what I'm saying? That's what people do. Shit, they make mistakes or they have disagreements, you know what I'm saying, and they keep going. Shit, like shit. You know, I think the society we live in, people be like, motherfucker do me wrong, I'm gonna leave them alone for the rest of my life. So you're not giving people the leeway that you would want to have, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know much, but I know everybody is gonna make a mistake. Even when you try not to, you know what I'm saying? You can make a mistake, try not to make a mistake. You could be thinking you're doing the right thing, thinking you're trying to overcompensate with somebody or, you know what I'm saying, cater to somebody. And that they might feel offended by that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you catering to me? Maybe yourself. You know what I'm saying? However it goes. So, you know what I'm saying? Not that it's a mistake, like a car accident. You know what I'm saying? I always be like, people have car accidents and they get mad at the person. It's like, damn, man, how you mad? This shit was an accident. Nobody planned to do this shit. I made a mistake. It's an accident. I apologize for my accident. And now, you know what I'm saying? We gotta figure out how to fix this shit because arguing about it, that shit was an accident. Nobody gets out their car. Nobody gets in their car and says, I'm gonna wreck my shit today.
Man, you got some crazy bitches that do that. I know a couple of them.
Toxic, man.
Do you believe in? Do you dive into any? See, this is a question that we need for the black mage. Do you delve?
Right, well,
do you dub the mages? This is a question for Dub the Mage.
Yeah.
Do you delve into the zodiacs? Like, do you put any credence on any of that zodiac sign bullshit, crystals, saging, and you know, like Mercury retrograde? You know, all the baddies been saying that shit for years now. Mercury been in retrograde. I don't even know what that means, but
my answer is gonna make me seem some kind of way, but shit, it's an honest answer.
all right.
For the majority of my life, I ain't never gave half or two peanuts about zodiac.
Okay.
But then my friend R.I.P. P.O.P.
P.O.P. R.I.P.
I think it was Pop. Yeah, like he had a book called Black Zodiac Signs. And he's like, man,
My tea lady got a book named Black Zodiac Signs.
Yeah, and so it just tells you what every sign, what their like, dislikes or whatever. And it's generic. It's like anything else, you know what I'm saying? That you can take anything from a Cancer, put on a Leo or a Leo. You can put that on anybody. Like likes to be touched, you know what I'm saying? Enjoys getting gifts, like shit. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, knowing that information, you know what I'm saying? I used to be able to talk to, if I was talking to a woman and she said she was so and so, I would literally say like, oh yeah, you're an Aquarius. That I understand that these are the things you like. I would say it out loud, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I understand what your sign is. They believe in that shit, so you know what I'm saying? I guess that endeared them to me in certain ways. But
so you used it for macking.
I wouldn't call it macking. I just for connecting. They would connect.
I mean, did you hit any of these young ladies off the zodiac connections? You know, yeah. So you're a Cancer. How do you like to be touched on your neck? You did some shit like that, right?
No. I'll be like, I know that the signs, like you have water signs, you have fire signs, it's different, whatever. And I haven't looked in that book in decades. But Dang, that's crazy. But
You ain't got no
so you
earthy
know,
homegirls to call up and ask this question to. My phone is my camera, so you know.
do I know any earthy chicks?
You know one or two. Why you pump? Well, I'm gonna leave that alone.
They're all attached people, man. So I have to
Well,
text and do it.
look, why you ponder this? So, only reason why I ask is because again, I be TikTok surfing. I think I took offense to something you posted. We'll get there in a minute. But as I was TikTok surfing, I came across this page, and these are the signs of the zodiac and what they do. And of course, Aries is is this fucking ram or bull type centaur thing. I don't know, whatever you call that shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
And apparently my personality is as an Aries, I will blow up on people. Which is true. I will. I will turn up and blow the fuck up. And it's funny because they're like an Aries, you get into it with Aries, they'll blow up, threaten, all this other shit, and then, within a matter of minutes, it's like, yeah, forget about it. It's cool. And I do that shit. I will blow the fuck up. I will kill an ant with a bomb. You know what I'm saying? And then like forget about that shit. But they say Aries will never forget what the person did to them, and they will keep tallies of it for payback later on and smile once payback is given to said person. And so I stopped and I said, is that me? Because I'm a loving guy. 9 times out of 10, if I get into it with somebody, well, hell, me and you been getting into it for 20 plus years, bro. And usually how this works is we sit down, normally we were drunk, we'll have an argument, it goes boom, and then 10 minutes later, it's back to how it was before it went boom. That's my thing. And people who I love, I don't think I keep tally.
Yeah.
But people I don't like. What? But people I ain't gonna say I don't like. There's people who I don't have an attachment or relationship with. Yeah. 100%, bro. You do something to me, I might like have, especially in the workplace. I have learned to have just inside booms. Like I'll professionally go to fuck off on you, and then they're right. I keep tallies, bro. I do keep tallies, bro. I 100% keep tallies.
It sounds like they found a new cool way to say that Aries are petty, man. Like you kind of talked, you kind of like danced around it.
You said the Aries are who?
Are petty.
Oh, bro, let me tell you, bro. I embrace pettiness. Like I love to be petty. Like I aspire to be able to be in a situation to be as petty as my petty gods. 50 Cent, bro, is my idol when it comes to being petty. I wish I could be as petty as 50 Cent. And even though I don't like Aubrey, I'm not a fan. Yeah. Let me rephrase that. I ain't gonna say I don't like him. I'm just not a fan of Drake. He makes good music, not my favorite artist. But you know what I love about Drake, bro? Drake is the petty god, bro. I champion that shit. Like when I see Drake being petty, bro, I'd clap. I'd be like, awesome, Drake. Awesome job, Aubrey. I wish. Do you know if I was a millionaire or a billionaire, how petty I would be?
Why would you be petty, man?
Why not? And I tell people that's why I don't play the lotto. Like the Mega Millions or is it which one is damn near $1 billion again? The other one is up there now.
I saw it on the little,
I won't play it, bro. I won't play it. The world is not safe if $500 million gets dropped in my lap at once, bro. The world is not safe. I'm sorry. The world is not safe, bro.
So you finna go and buy people like somebody gave you bad service, so you'll buy the store and fire that person only.
What? I got a list. I got a mental list of niggas who've wronged me Did I really got an issue with a mental list of niggas that's wrong with me, bro?
Oh man.
Then you would have a front row seat to it. Then I'll probably be in jail in 2 years, bro. But yeah, I would.
You go too far. I got asked yesterday. And I said no. I said it's a horrible idea. Would you let your wife work for her ex? Like, let's say your wife is making, hypothetically speaking, she was making $25,000 this year.
Okay.
Right. Her ex want to hire her
flight attendant,
for
ain't too far off. Okay.
Her ex want to hire her for $85,000. Would you let her work for her ex?
I mean, we're a partnership, so it's not a let.
I'm sorry. Would you advise her to work for her? I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't mean. I didn't mean that.
Would
at
I be
all.
cool with
I really meant would you?
I didn't think no.
Would you advise her to do it? You'd be like, yeah, is that a good idea to you?
So I don't care because I fully trust the female. So one or two things can happen. She can go work for the ex, and they can rekindle a flame and fuck.
Okay.
Okay, then we got our relationship now. So you go fuck who you fuck, I'll fuck who I fuck, and we meet back in the middle and have a wonderful relationship at home.
Okay.
And then I'm still getting that nigga money. I'm winning. It's a win-win.
You went totally somewhere different where I went, but you know what I'm saying?
It's a win-win. I still get the bread. She makes the money from the ex. She comes back home, buys me some Jordans and some car parts. Hey, man, it's a win. And then I get to fuck bitches. It's a win-win.
You went somewhere totally different where I went. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not.
With the female hears this, there's gonna be a conversation. Well, where were you going with it?
I thought I had led you to where I was going. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was leading you towards the direction I was going.
What direction?
But you went. I was saying like it's a bad idea because that's your ex, and we were talking about being petty. And like, there's nothing more petty than hiring your ex to fire your ex. So I was like, I would think at all times she would be on edge because she knowing that there's a chance that this is all a setup. You know what I'm saying? So why go to a situation like that where you know you're gonna be on pins and needles? Because at any time you might remember why y'all broke up or anything. So like that, I was going there. I wasn't thinking about no cheating.
That's what the EEOC is for, bro. If you get fired on some bullshit, you file a charge.
Yeah, but I'm saying, why even go through? Like, it's coming though, and you know it's coming.
In a realistic situation, it also depends on the industry. It's one thing if it's like some shit that you can go get this $85,000 a year job anywhere else. But, if it's some shit like, you're a musician, they own a record label or they management or something and they can open up some doors for you just because they your ex, hey, man, go take that opportunity. If it's a situation like that, if I'm being serious about it,
I'm being serious, I would always say no.
It depends, and also, the person who was entertaining going to go work for the ex, they also got to know, like, if y'all broke up or left on some bullshit, like if you did some bullshit to this person, I'm not finna go work with you because I did some bullshit. But if y'all didn't leave on any bullshit, everything was copacetic, it just didn't work. And this person is in a situation where they can put you in a position that is a good look that you can't get anywhere else, or just you can't randomly get everywhere. Yeah, like if you have no reason to be petty. So yeah, that's the thing. If I'm the if you come for a job interview and I'm the decision maker, and you fucked over me. Even if I extend a job offer to you, you probably should decline it, bro. Because I am that petty. I would do that.
Yeah. But people are petty, so it could have been. I'm saying like, and like many conversations, it kind of spun over. My thought process spun over to what makes the job Good. Is it the money? Is it the position? Is it the way it makes me feel? Is it what I'm doing? And that goes. It's different for different people, right?
Because it depends
There's no
on
wrong way.
it depends on what that person's goals are. Yes.
Or no, that person, it depends on the person. You know what I'm saying? Because I might have. I mean, yeah, you can say goals too. I'm saying I just like a person like I just want to work somewhere where I help people.
Yeah.
They ain't got to pay me a lot. Or I want to make $100,000 and I don't give a damn what I got to do. I'll do whatever. I'll, you know what I'm saying, get on camera and open my ass cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
So both those scenarios, you can go find that. You don't have to work for your ex in both scenarios. Now,
And in both scenarios, your ex might have a plug to both of those.
yeah, but the scenarios you just gave me, your ex can have that plug, but it's 1,000 other niggas that can get that. You have other options where, to me, if you're asking me, if it's the two examples you gave me, I don't need an ex who has that plug because there are 50 more of those same opportunities there. If I have enough skill sets where I don't care what I'm doing as long as I'm making $100,000, I don't have to go mess with an ex because there are 50 other opportunities that I can go probably get. If it's one of those things where I want to help people, I don't care how much money I'm making, I just want to be able to help people. I don't have to deal with the plug of an ex because there are 50 other opportunities where I can go do that. Like you won't have a problem finding a job, helping people if you don't care about the pay.
Playing devil's advocate, and not even that, just saying for real, like everything's not as simple as I'm qualified, I'm gonna get hired.
You're right.
Everything's not always like, oh well, he'll hire me, so that means that all of them will hire me.
You're correct.
All of them might be filled. You might be the best, the smartest and most. You might have the best plug that makes the most sense. I can get hired over there, but there's a 15-month wait, and I ain't getting 85,000. Them might if I'm just want to work with people, they might say they full. You know what I'm saying? They all might be full. All the people they got. You know what I'm saying? So you might be the only plug I have. So I'm like, if that was the only plug, if that was either work with them or don't work, there wasn't no other option because if work with them or not. I'm saying I would recommend no because y'all exist for a reason.
I would say no.
Right.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I'm not disagreeing. I would just say you got to know your audience. Me and you probably both have, exes in our lives that we can hire and it won't be a petty situation because we left the situation on great terms or good terms. It wasn't no bullshit. And
you might.
Well, I don't know. You might not. You might hate every ex you had, bro. But what I'm saying is,
I'm saying. Okay, so
there are
I
young.
Three.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I could think of 3 women, maybe 4. That I was ex with. If they were the director or something, they would hire me. The rest of them, they might hire me, but I would always think that this is on thin ice. Whether it was my fault or her fault, or whether it was my doing or her doing, or whether she broke up with me, I broke up with her. However, we broke up for a reason. So I'm all gonna be like,
so you would know better. So you wouldn't even take the job if it was offered to you.
I'm saying that if the thing is, she offered it to me. So she offered it to me, or he offered she offered it to me. I'm thinking about me or somebody.
I don't judge. It's okay.
She offered me the job, right?
Right.
I'm gonna be like, because I said he, because I was talking about my significant other. If that happened to her,
yeah, gotcha.
But if she offered me the job, I would probably decline, and I would tell her because at some point our relationship would come in the way of the job. At some point.
Why would it have to?
At some point, it will, because it might not be an egregious situation, It might be even it might be as small as so and so asking so and so, oh, how do you know so and so? Right?
Right.
So now I gotta either make something up or tell the truth. So now I'm in conflict with just being I'm in conflict in that just in that smallest conversation, in smallest exchange. I gotta compromise because I don't want to lie. I don't want to just lie for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
So, it's funny that you bring this up. So earlier in my life, me and you both worked for the same organization, and I was involved with a young lady. And it was cool. Actually, I don't think we ever had a legit established thing. We just were, actually, I was a side nigga. Full transparency, I was the side nigga. So with that being said, something happened. We didn't leave the situation upset with each other, but something happened where the young lady I was dealing with, who I was the side dude for her, just so happened to grow up with another lady I was dealing with at the same time. Now,
you ain't shit, man.
I ain't shit. But listen,
you was an ancient ass nigga.
But in my defense, well, I've been called that a couple of times. But in my defense, while I was involved with said young lady, I didn't know they grew up together. You want to know how I found out they grew up together? Because my phone rang while I was in the presence of one of the young ladies. And she looked at my phone. And the name of the young lady who was calling me was so unique, it couldn't have been two. So she was like, oh, how you know her? And I was like, went to school with her. And so that whole situation, that whole element kind of like messed up some stuff. Whatever. We didn't leave on bad terms. She had to do. So I left the organization and went out and ventured in oil and gas and all of this other stuff, got laid off, like you know, and I came back to the organization that we don't mention too much.
Yeah.
I came back to the organization we don't mention too much because my partner, your partner, our brother, King Head, was in charge.
Okay.
And you know how if King Head is in charge, he gonna have a spot for his brothers.
Yeah.
So I got hired back on.
Yeah.
Just so happened, when I got hired back on, this young lady never left, so she moved up the ranks a little bit, and now she had a little bit of power.
Yeah, yeah.
And the bitch, and the young lady, and the young lady, and the young lady had that, bro. The young lady act like she ain't know me, bro. She act like she ain't even know me. And then she had like a little attitude with me. Cause, I'm like, hold on. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm coming back. And at this point, I'm fully moved on. I'm fully moved on. I'm married. I am married, bro. Now, I don't know if that had something to do with the attitude or what. I am married, bro. So by the time I come back, like you already know what it is. So by the time I come back, I'm fully married. I ain't studying you, and you had this little uppity attitude with me, like, well, your friend hired you. And I'm like, bitch.
I ain't hire you, nigga.
Yeah.
So shit. So no, my foot is in your ass before you even shit, nigga. I'm waiting for you, nigga.
and then I was wilding out. I was doing wild shit, like just up and walking off, like just up and leaving. Like, oh yeah, bro.
You was doing dumb stuff.
I was doing dumb stuff. Oh yeah, bro. we finna go grab the food. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
So you was taking advantage of the relationship because you knew. You know what? Tasha do it again. You knew that y'all relationship was strong enough. Well, even though she was mad at you, she knew that it really was her. She couldn't really. So because she acted funny. You turn around like, if you act funnier, I'm gonna act funnier.
But I'm
like a true Aries, man. Petty, man.
But I'm petty though. So yeah, so yeah, I feel you, but that's probably why you caught some of them strays too, bro. Because I know you caught a couple of them.
I call it who? What?
You caught a couple of these strays messing with the person we're not gonna mention.
Oh man,
Because you had to deal with the person for a little bit too.
But see, I didn't catch too many strays because what I'm saying. Oh, how can I say this? How can I say this in a nice way? I'm gonna say, okay, I didn't catch too many strays because we should have a whole segment of just the sayings that I say, right? You can't cut holes in your safety net. You know what I'm saying?
But she dumb enough to do it though.
No, but she didn't. She was like, ooh, but I can't cut holes in my safety net though, because this thing is running, and I ain't got nothing.
But she wanted to.
Oh.
That's the crazy part. She really wanted to. Bro, she did not like Senor Boogie at all. Not because Senor Boogie did something to her, simply because of Senor Boogie's affiliation.
I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm in there putting out fires. I'm in that thing, you know what I'm saying? People ain't gotta talk to you. So, I know might have a couple times she might have wanted to say something, but she's like, oh, I can't cut my safety net though. I can't cut my safety net, man.
And while she was bright, she wasn't the brightest light bulb in the ceiling, bro. Let's just keep it a buck.
I ain't gonna talk down on her like you can talk down on her. I'm gonna say this.
Whoa, I ain't talking down personally, bro. Personally, a beautiful person, bro. Beautiful person.
I ain't gonna say nothing negative about this
beautiful
wonderful
person.
human being.
Wonderful human being, beautiful person. I have nothing negative to say. So you're right. I take it all back. That was some pettiness. That was some pettiness that came out. My bad. That was some pettiness.
You try to give me the co-sign her being a dummy.
No, you actually. I ain't gonna even put your business out there in the streets like that, bro. I'm not.
Look, see, how you gonna put me in? You go sit up here and try.
No, trust me, she's not gonna see RR. She will not see the 16 Shots podcast video or hear the audio. It's beneath her holy walk of life. It's beneath that.
You've hit her with 17 slugs. I've been ducking the slugs, and now you're gonna try to pull some kind of you can try to pull from the past to put me in. I'm not in that, man.
You're not in that, man. You're not. I'm not in it either, man. I'm 42 years old. I'm not in it either, bro. I hold no grudges. I hold a little bit grudges, but not with this person, though. All right,
You're 42 years old, man. Golly.
And you 47. Hey, let me get on you though, bro.
Huh?
So let me get on you. You had a post. You put a post on Facebook, and then. We can close with this one. You had a post on Facebook. I don't want to quote you. I'm gonna let you quote you because I'm pretty sure you still vividly remember what you said. But you spoke about people getting their information or their news from outlets like TikTok, Twitter. No, we're not calling it Twitter anymore. We're calling it X and Facebook. Can you expound on that, please?
I said, imagine having all, I gotta look it up. Imagine having, see, we were going really smooth, man. Now you got me going to my computer stuff, man. I'm slow with it.
Why we got on matching shirts, bro? I don't like this.
I was promoting Broader Bites, man. One of the organizations that we partner with sometimes. They provide fresh fruits, vegetables, and non-perishable foods to families. They go into the schools, and it's volunteer driven. They have a lot of volunteers that come through. One of our former guests, Mr. K. Cooks, he always hooks us up. It gets us to come out there to help out. But we've done it with several schools for a long time. Rob Gillette come out there before. Of course, Twain been out there. So
Who?
Twain.
I know two. No Remorse came, but who was the other person?
Rob Gillette.
That's what I thought you said. Okay.
Yeah, Critical. Okay, so I said 2K no C. I said, imagine having access to all the information in the world and deciding that TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook are the best options.
Oh, so you said best options.
I said best options, yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Well, if you said best options,
I know, man.
Then I ain't got no smoke for you then.
I know, man. I know.
You sure you said best options?
You want to see it?
No. Oh, I ain't gonna be able to see it. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
Well, if you said, JB,
in case it's green, the background is green.
That's what I'm saying. It's just nothing.
It's best. I noticed that too. So I have certain issues. Everybody has issues. I got mild body dysmorphia.
Huh?
And I have mild body dysmorphia.
Why? You a skinny nigga. What's wrong with you?
First off, I'm not skinny. See what I'm saying? Let's start there. I'm not skinny. I'm slender. All right, let's start right there. No. I don't know. Like right now, I weighed myself yesterday. I'm 184.
Okay.
Everybody that sees me has told me I've lost weight.
I mean, you might have a high metabolism, bro, or you know, I don't know.
No, I know I lost. I ain't lost weight. Really, what they were saying was I was chubby 3 months ago or 4 months ago or whatever.
You were saying you was 200. You know what I'm saying? You was.
I was 200. That was last year. I've been the same. I'm saying I ain't gained no. I gained like 2 pounds or lost 2 pounds. Like I've been 2 pounds, but it's like physically, like you lost. I'm like, damn. I don't know. So
you ain't got the alphabets, huh?
Shit, you talking about? Nah, I ain't got alphabets, man.
Oh, okay.
I can't even go with that. But man, you know when you get older, bro, because you ain't hit your 45s yet, so you ain't in this club.
Yeah, you like 2-3 years past that 45 club. I ain't 45,
you'll hear someone on the radio. Well, I listen to a certain type of radio. I don't listen to music. I listen to talk radio only.
See,
they'll talk about
who you listen to on talk radio. I'm sorry to get you off subject.
I listen to 88.7 and 16.
See, I used to listen to the Excellence in Broadcasting Network because I used to listen to your boy before he died. Not because oh my God, he had this song he played called Barack the Magic Negro. He was Hannity's homeboy, Trump's homeboy. Rush Limbaugh. I used to listen to Rush Limbaugh not because I agreed with his thought process, but I like to hear the opposing side. And he wasn't wrong about everything. He was like the white Charleston White before there was a Charleston White. But anyway. Yeah, I listen to the radio. Go ahead.
And this made national news, but Texans have a player on their team who got diagnosed with cancer last year.
Right.
And the way that he found out that he had cancer was he was like, man, I had a cough for a couple of days and I had a headache. It lasted for a week, and so I went in, and so I'm like, he's 23, 22. I'm 40. You know how many different weird aches I have? I was watching I forgot the name of the show, The Good Doctor, I think. And there was a patient on there that peed, and the pee was acidic. It had a bunch of bubbles in it. And it's like, oh, that could mean this, that, and other, so and so. Of course, he had the worst shit in the world. So then I'm like, damn, because I ain't peed in the cup in a while, but I peed in the toilet. That should be bubbly as shit. So now I'm like, man, what I gotta do? I gotta give me a cup to piss in now to make sure my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, is that the piss from the? Is that the piss from? Is that the air bubbles from me being pissing down, or is that my shit acidic? You know what I'm saying? So of course, now I get a cup. I'm like, oh, this shit flat to the motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? So I drank that shit. Nah, I'm fucking with you.
Bruh.
But,
Man.
But now I'm like, it's shit flat.
Bro, you let me tell you who you talking to, bro. First off, I'll say it, bro. Full transparency. I'll be a little extra sometimes, bro. Matter of fact, I'll be a lot extra a lot of times. So, when it comes to health, I'm not afraid to go to the doctor. If I have some shit going on, I'm gonna go to the doctor. I'd rather know what's going on and what's not going on. Mm-hmm. This is my problem. If something is going on and if something's going on and it's major, like if I stand up and faint, fall out, I'm gonna go to the ER and then I'm making an appointment with my doctor. You know what I'm saying? So
fainted? You fainted?
If I stand up and faint, boom.
No, I'm saying no. I'm not saying if. Have you fainted?
No, I've never fainted.
Because who was that we made fun of for fainting, man? It was Jason, man. We made fun of Jason for fainting for like 2 months, man.
But it's easy
You know
to
what
make
I'm
fun of
saying?
Jason for fainting, bro, because he probably faint over some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but any man that faints, man, like even if it's serious, like, man, wake this nigga up, man. Get some water, man. That's messed up. That men are so misogynistic that if you faint, they be like, man, wake that nigga up, man.
So I give you some full transparency. My old man, my old man had a battle with prostate cancer 7 years ago, and he had a procedure and had it removed. Mm-hmm. So I don't think I've said this out loud outside of to my wife. 98% of the reason why I resigned from my position and came back home from Atlanta was because it flared back up with him. And I said, I waited till my old man was 71 to move out of the state. And the moment I moved out of the state, his situation with prostate cancer pops back up. So if something happened, I'm gonna feel bad if something happened and I'm 5 states away. So
yeah,
I give up my career, I come back home. And I'm going down this journey with him again. And honestly, it's from everything we're hearing, it's really he's in a good space, good spot. What they have found for being cancer free for 7 years is like you're in a good place. The numbers haven't risen that much. So we're just going to go in and do some stuff to make sure, do some treatments to make sure it goes away again and your numbers stay low. So the numbers weren't at an alarming rate is what I'm saying. But the doctor was like, so yeah, you need to, he asked my man how many kids he got. And he said, well, I got 2 sons. And you know my family story. So he was like, you need to tell your sons they need to come get checked. This could be a hereditary thing. And so he gets on the phone, he picks up the phone and calls me. And he's like, yeah, you need to go get your prostate checked. I've been wrestling with that, bro, because I freaked the fuck out. Because in my mind, now I got cancer. You know what I'm saying? And that's where my mind goes, bro. Like literally, that's where my mind goes, bro. Like, I can have some shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I can have some shit going on, and like I can have some shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I like everybody else who drank way too much, eat a lot of processed foods, and don't work out a lot after they stop doing sports. I battle with high blood pressure from time to time and some other bullshit. And nigga, after you done drunk Hennessy all night, you wake up the next day, your blood pressure probably gonna be a little high. But I'll wake up and be a little dizzy and freak the fuck out, and then I'll go to WebMD.
that's the word. Don't never go to WebMD, man. WebMD is the one, man.
And put in some symptoms. You know what I'm saying? I'll go to WebMD and put in some symptoms. And of course, the most logical thing, don't pop up first. Like I remember one day, bro.
But you'll be putting was drinking heavily last night. You've been like,
I omit all of that.
If you put it with drinking, like, oh, nigga, drink some water, nigga. It like literally, like it won't give you an answer. Like some chick from California comes on and be like, drink some water, nigga.
That's what
That's
should
it.
happen. That's what should happen. But instead, it's telling me about all kind of ailments that that can happen, and it's the worst of the worst of the worst, bro. Like I got a headache. Oh, it could be brain cancer. Like, oh, what the fuck? You could have a tumor. Oh my god. And then my wife Dominique, she be like rolling her eyes at me because now I'm running around the house like I might have a brain tumor. You know what I'm saying? Off of WebMD. But my mom is my mom is the exact same way, bro. Yeah, like mom, and I go to the far extreme. Like, you know, I got a health situation going on. It ain't nothing major, bro. And I'm talking to the wife, and I'm like, man, they're gonna do X, Y, and Z. And of course, X, Y, and Z that I told her they're gonna do is the far extreme, bro. And she's sitting there rolling eyes at me like,
out
yeah,
and they're gonna castrate you, and
yeah. And she looking at me like, nigga. And then, bro, and then this is the funny part. This is the funny part because everybody know I'm diabetic, so I deal with that shit. So, and I've had this shit for a while. So one day I had to go to the doctor, right? And I knew I had to go to the doctor the next day. What did I do the day before?
Drink like a motherfucker.
Went on the fucking bender. I think I was with y'all, bro. I went on the fucking bender, bro. I might have drunk half the bottle of Hennessy, bro. And I know, like, I'm going to the doctor the next morning, bro. And I wake up, hangover and everything, go to the doctor, drink coffee. And what I do at the doctor's office, I give blood work. What I do, bro? Man, they called me back at the office so quick. There were some anomalies with your blood work. What did you do the night before? The lady sat down with me, bro. She sat down with me, crossed her legs, put her hand on my thigh in a non-sexual way. You know how like a person they really concerned about you. She was like, "Tell me, what did you do the day before you came here?" Smoked some weed, drank a lot of Hennessy. She was like, "We're gonna redo the blood work. Did you do anything last night?" Like, no, I haven't done anything for a couple of days. We're going to redo your blood work. Please refrain from drinking or doing drugs 2 days before you come to the doctor's office.
2 days. See, I don't even get to the doctor, man.
Because the shit she told me off that blood work from the bender, the other piece was I didn't sleep. I had like a 2 hour sleep, bro. The shit she told me from the blood work off the bender was like catastrophic. You know what I'm saying? When she redid the blood work, everything was fine and normal. And so you would think that because that happened, that would say, you know what, bro? Alcohol might really be poison. You would think that would detract me from drinking libations. But you see what I'm doing in my life today. Buffalo Trace. Man,
I was
I don't drink that much no more, bro. I literally drink like once a week now, if that.
The discussion was about Errol Spence and his marijuana use. This is NPR radio, and they're talking about the dangers of marijuana and alcohol. And it's spurned from the Errol Spence because he was like, everybody thinks that, well, it's just weed or it's just alcohol, whatever. But he's like, your personal body chemistry is very, very important to like your everybody has a unique body chemistry. So what like you'll say weed makes you paranoid, and that's not all they're different. That's just what your body chemistry does. Whereas for me, it don't make me paranoid. This is how it is, right? Yeah. But he said with alcohol, like as soon as you drink your first drink of alcohol, meaning in your setting, you immediately you're on the spectrum now. You're on the spectrum of are you going to live or die? Because you can drink too much and have alcohol poisoning and die, right?
Yeah, you can.
Or you drink a little bit. You can drink a little bit and just be buzzed, or and all. It's a large spectrum.
It is. You got to find that happy medium for you.
Yeah.
Like,
but he was also saying that the weird part about it is because everybody's different. So like you said, you have to find, like you said, you have to find your happy medium, because you have to actually drink too much to know what's too much.
yeah.
Right? Everybody's body different, because I can drink 3, you can drink 1, and the 1 for you might kill you or brain damage you, and the 8 for me might be just, it's different. We have different enzymes in our bodies that break down food and drink and alcohol differently. But yeah, that's just wild. Everybody's.
I was just saying, to piggyback off that, and alcohol is weird, because there was a time, like, I feel like I was a functioning alcoholic for a while. And there was a time that this bottle, I could finish the whole bottle, bro, and I could still function. I don't know how safe that was. Even now, you know what I'm saying, if I continue to sip, I can hit half the bottle and be good. I don't think that it's healthy, but history has shown me I could do that. Now, I don't do that shit no more, because I know it ain't healthy for me, because it take me like the entire next day to recover. But I will say this though, the only vices that I have ever used is alcohol and marijuana.
Yeah.
I enjoy I don't know if you call it high or buzz or whatever you get from alcohol. I enjoy everything about alcohol use, from the taste of whiskey to how I feel when I'm drinking it and all of that shit. But I will say, if I only use marijuana, I enjoy the feeling. I'm uncomfortable when I do it, but I don't feel anything the next day. The next morning, I wake up, I'm good to go. I don't feel anything. With the alcohol, like when I wake up to go to work tomorrow, I won't be hungover because I'm not overdoing it. Won't be drunk. But even the amount that I'm drinking, because I don't drink as much as I used to anymore, I'm going to get to work at 5. I ain't going to feel like myself till, I ain't going to feel like myself till about 10.
Damn, wow. So do you do energy drinks?
That's the other problem. That I've been on caffeine and energy drinks so long that them shits, I probably got to drink too much for them to really do something. And then when you drink that much caffeine that's in them shits, you run the risk of cardiac arrest because it's caffeine. Like, at one point, I was legit, doing the businessman lunch, grabbing some bullshit, drinking coffee or energy drinks for energy. I was legit drinking 2 energy drinks a day. I wake up, and even right now, my routine, I wake up, I grab an energy drink, I hop in the car, I sip my energy drink while I ride to work. And I make it a point not to drink any more energy drinks throughout the day. I won't drink coffee throughout the day. Every now and then, I hit the coffee, maybe a cup of coffee midday. Usually, when we got a pod and I've been working, some hours, usually I hit an energy drink before the pod. But yeah, bro, them shits ain't healthy either, bro. So honestly, the amount of caffeine that's in one energy drink, if I drink that in the morning, bro, I shouldn't drink anything else with caffeine in it for the rest of the day.
One, I don't drink coffee, and I'm not drink shaming you. I'm just doing an inventory out loud. I can do 2 a day, but I think the difference between me and you is I have a lot more cardio daily. You know what I'm saying? So like if I drink one in the morning, that means I'm gonna be going for 3 or 4 hours straight. I'm talking about going like full body workouts. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna eat something, I'm gonna chill. I'm probably gonna go back at it again. It's summertime, you know what I'm saying? So I'm usually putting in 5 hours of intense workout.
So
you know what I'm saying? A day.
This is how I got on the 2 energy drinks a day.
Yeah.
I would wake up and hit an energy drink. So what I did was this, because my routine was I wake up and I hit coffee.
Yeah.
And I like rain. I literally enjoy drinking rains. So
Yeah.
I wake up and I hit a rain. Go about my day. Because it's Texas. Sometimes I got tired of drinking hot ass coffee in the hot ass day. So I wake up. At this time, I ain't have to be at work as early. So I will wake up, grab my energy drink, take my 8-minute ride to work, and I would sip my energy drink. And then when I got off work, I was going straight to the gym. So I was hitting my pre-workout. Well, on days I didn't go to the gym, I built up this routine, because caffeine is addictive, of having that hit of caffeine twice a day. I would get sluggish around the time I would normally take my pre-workout, so I would just grab another energy drink. I built a routine of that shit up, and when I got to a point where I was too busy at work to hit the gym like I was supposed to, I still had the habit of drinking 2 energy drinks a day, because I was crashing by 4 o'clock. So I had to wean myself off that shit. Like I will, to this, like even right now, you know, I will go 2 days without an energy drink, and then, bro, I'll be having headaches like a motherfucker. I'll be having mad headaches, bro. I'll be having caffeine withdrawal.
Yeah. I mean, I used to drink Mountain Dew. Still, I don't drink like I used to, but I used to drink Mountain Dew by the gallon daily.
Mountain Dew is crazy, bro.
By the gallon daily. But like I keep like this is why I was saying that shit to everybody. They think I was talking crazy. I'm like, bro, everybody's body chemistry different. Everybody's body chemistry different. So what might fuck up all of y'all ain't gonna fuck me up. And more than that, y'all parents had processed food. This is the first processed food. Even though I'm eating processed food somewhat, my mom, my dad, my mom's dad, they were all eating fresh food. So I got a different lineage of gene. My genes are purer than most people's genes. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing about processed foods is it takes generations to kick in. That third and fourth generation of eating processed food, or third generation of having that cancerous whatever isotope, it kicks in that third and fourth and fifth. But I don't have a lineage of that.
See,
so
my mom was real big on trying to be healthy. So you know, before there was a Whole Foods, there was a Rice.
Rice Epicurean.
Yeah, bro. My tea lady was in that Rice Epicurean feeding us veggie burgers and all kind of bullshit.
What kind of bullshit, man?
Cause, man, my tea lady, bro, you know what I'm saying? She tried to hit this. My tea lady, what I will give her credit for, and I love my mom for this, is that even though we didn't grow up rich, my mom always exposed us to things. It wasn't, we didn't live within that circle of Harold Clark. You know what I'm saying? My mom exposed us to other things. Like me and Kevin, we had a partner, bro. This nigga was older than us, and he had never been to the Galleria shopping mall. I ain't saying you had money. I ain't saying we had money growing up, but I had been exposed to some of these things. My tea lady would go to the Galleria. We ain't do nothing but window shop. But she exposed me to different things. So within her exposing us to different things, one of her things was fresh foods. You know what I'm saying? All this processed foods is bullshit. So we always had fresh fruits and vegetables around the house, and I would eat that stuff as snacks more than I would eat candy and other bullshit. Well, my mom, like me, you know, I'm a label hoe. I ain't gonna call my mama hoe. I'm gonna say she's a label woman.
Just label lover.
Yeah, label lover. We was in the Rice Epicureum, and this is when that whole vegan kick first kind of kicked off, and she bought these veggie burgers. She was like, y'all need to eat healthy. Y'all don't need that McDonald's and that bullshit. She bought these veggie burgers, fried them shits up. My brother 8 years older than me.
Yeah.
And so she served them shits to us. And I think she gave us some veggie fries too, bro.
Oh man, or something.
Bruh, and so, you know, like any good parent is, she fed her kids before she ate.
Yeah.
And so my brother bit into that shit, and he was like, man, this is nasty. And he 8 years older than me, so he said some other words, like, it's some bullshit. And I'm like, I'm sitting here,
man.
you know, I'm sitting here, elementary age,
That's what
like,
he said, man, out loud.
well, he said it out loud while I could hear, but she couldn't hear, because, you know, if she heard you say that shit, you liable to get the frying pan thrown at you, bro. So
Yeah.
he was like, man, this is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I hear it. And I'm like, this is gross. This is nasty. But unlike him, you know, he's smart enough to know I can't say this. I'm gonna shut the fuck up and eat it, because if I say it's nasty, then something gonna get thrown and you gonna get cussed out. Because my mama's still from 4th Ward. Well, me being me, the spoiled one, I bit in that. I ain't say it was bullshit. Mama. I ain't say it was some bullshit. But I'm telling you, adult Aaron, I bit that shit, and my mom was like, that's some bullshit. And I was like, nah, this ain't good, mama. This nasty. Like, no, this nasty. Take me to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? And she went the fuck off. This ain't nasty. You just spoiled. Y'all need to eat better. And so I did the most sensible thing that a kid can do to his raging parent who's about to whoop him for not eating, for wasting this money she just spent. Because again, we ain't have it like that. You know what I'm saying? So them veggie burgers was probably a pretty penny. And I said, mama, just taste it.
Oh.
She came over there, bro.
Yeah.
Fussing, picked up the burger.
Yeah.
Bit into it. Now, I got to give you some more caveats. If my dad was at home, this bullshit would have never happened, because he would have looked at the veggie burgers and been like, we ain't eating that shit. He was at work, because like anything that my old man, but until he turned 60, he worked 24/7. So he was at work. She came over, she bit into that shit. She took a couple of bites, put the burger down on my plate, walked off. Went to the kitchen. And I'm looking like, what's the verdict? You know what I'm saying? I think she spit the shit out in trash. She came around that corner.
Yeah.
Picked the purse up off the table and was like, we're going to McDonald's. So I won that war. You know what I'm saying? I won that fight. But yeah, man. Yeah, so my mom, this is one thing my mom did do. She exposed us to some fresh fruits and stuff. So I really got a semi-good diet / semi-bad diet. Every now, you know, like 2 days out the week, I do the right thing. I hit the smoothie, I eat the veggies, and then the other 3 days I eat some bullshit.
Man.
And then the other 2 I just don't.
Go ahead. Oh damn, you froze? Shit. Go ahead. I didn't hear you. Yeah, I didn't hear you.
Oh. So look, man, I don't want to hold you too much longer. I know we both got early morning. This is my last question I got to ask you, bro. I don't know if you've been informed on this or you know about it, because you don't really fuck with the Breakfast Club. Have you been paying attention to one DJ Envy and his legal issues?
No.
All right, cool. This is what I want you to do. I want you to take a deep dive in one DJ Envy and his business partner Caesar. Do you remember when DJ Envy was pushing his real estate bullshit?
Yeah. I
Cool.
forgot somebody called him out on that live in his face, and he was like, I forgot who was that?
Are you? Did you follow Tony the Closer?
No, it was somebody came on the show and called him out about the
I
business
know.
deal.
I'm asking you. Do you follow Tony the Closer?
I might. I got a bunch of people I follow, man.
So Tony the Closer is coming up in this group of these young black entrepreneurs who playing in the stock market. So he got some informative information, and he was a frequent visitor or guest of the Breakfast Club. Well, to give you a small Cliff Notes version, and then we'll expound on it on the next pod. Caesar, who was Envy's business partner, was doing some shady shit in real estate.
Yeah.
At one point in time, and this is funny, at one point in time before Envy started running around with these car shows, he was running around doing the real estate seminars and all of this other shit with Caesar and his homie, the credit dude, and all of that shit.
It was Rick Ross. That's who it was, right?
Yeah, because he started fucking with Ross, and Ross kind of low key called him out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
DJ Envious. Well, Envy got 2 lawsuits right now of real estate fraud, and Tony the Closer is calling them boys out because Tony the Closer was like, look, if it was anybody else, Charlamagne would have been gave them donkey of the day, but since it's you, y'all ain't talking about it. So now I want you to take a little small dive into Envy and his legal problems.
But I'm going to leave with this. For real, not trying to act. I was just I think it's unique that all the famous, rich, successful white people cheat on their taxes and have these same lawsuits, but we overlook it. But then we kind of like be like, damn, you was cheating. Like Terrence Williams just got 10 years for defrauding the NBA over their retirement funds or whatever.
He got 10 years for that?
Yeah, 10 years. Yeah, what's called a Big Baby. It's Big Baby, Sebastian Telfair, and somebody else.
They all got 10 years?
No, they trials coming up next, but 10.
I remember Sebastian Telfair and Glenn and Big Baby was 2 of the bigger names in it.
Yeah. So Terrence Williams was the mastermind, basically. Mm-hmm. All of them played for the Rockets, which is crazy. They all played for the Rockets.
Sebastian Telfair played for the Rockets?
Yeah.
What?
Sebastian Telfair, Terrence Williams.
I know Terrence Williams did, and I know.
All it's like 4 or 5 Rockets, yeah. But anyway, it's crazy because like if the healthcare was what it's supposed to be, I wouldn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And secondly, like Donald Trump, his whole campaign speech was like, man, look, if you want me to stop cheating up fucking my taxes, change the tax code. But as long as y'all taking 50% of my income, I'm gonna have to keep finding ways to try to save money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what all people who have money think. Like, shit, okay, I just made $1 million, but I ain't gonna sit for half of that. So from now on, I'm gonna try to find every way to cheat this tax. I'm trying to find all the loopholes because shit, y'all taking half my money. But anyway, that's all I want to say. Like, it's unique.
I will say I agree with what you said, and if it was that with Envy and Caesar, I would ride with you. But from what I've been reading, Caesar is a dirtbag, bro, and Envy probably was in on it because they took people's investments and they stole money. That's what they did. It wasn't tax fraud.
But that's what they do too.
No. I think I don't care what color you are and who you are and what walk of life you are. I think if you taking people's investment money and you just stealing, it's one thing if I invest with you, Bug, and you got this idea, you got an idea, Bug, and I invested in you or with you in your idea, and for whatever reason,
it don't work out.
It just don't work out. You know what I'm saying? I took a risk by investing. It just didn't work out. I'm fine with that. It's another thing if you have something tangible as real estate and I invest and it's not the fact that it didn't work out. Like the property never was bought. You know what I'm saying? Or like the story you told me, like you just flat out lied.
I want to see how it plays out because like I said, sometimes it's like, sometimes you have people who don't know business who are going to people who don't know business. And so now you got a business going. So it's like, okay, shit, I gave you 15,000 to invest so I can get 18,000 back. But shit, I ain't now that's the early part. I mean the first party. Second party, like shit, I was gonna take your 15,000, keep it, and use the collateral to get money. Like, I mean, I feel like sometimes it'd be caught up much collar, so you have to play all the way out so you can see where the fault was. You know what I'm saying? Because
see,
the consumer part of all that.
Envy running around the internet saying, well, oh, I got took by Caesar too. He owed me money too. So what really happened was it sounded like Caesar been scamming. And because he had the cosign of Envy,
Mm-hmm. We gonna see.
Envy
man.
was the celeb hookup, bro.
Yeah, we
Because
gonna see. Which don't make sense.
and you know what?
Which again don't make sense.
I thought about it
Like
too. But see, I thought about it too, because Envy was so real estate heavy, day after day after day. And then all of a sudden that real estate shit just stopped. And I didn't think too much about it. The real estate shit just stopped. And then the car shit popped off all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And so, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think too much about it. But then when cause I follow Envy on the socials. And and when Envy was popping out of that real estate shit, next thing you know, Envy upgraded his personal home, started buying more luxury cars. And then all of a sudden, because Caesar would be on the Breakfast Club, bro. Like Caesar would be on the Breakfast Club with this real estate shit. And what happened was they approached Tony the Closer with some bullshit. And Tony the Closer went to expose them niggas. And then it all went downhill. And now I'm like, well, time out. Angela Yee kind of jumped ship, bro. Did she see the writing on the wall? Did she know what was going on? I don't know. Because at the time Angela Yee left, Charlamagne was supposed to leave too. And I think he got a contract reworked where they gave him the Black Effect Podcast Network and a bigger bag. And I just want to see what the next couple of months holds. It sounds like Caesar is the culprit and DJ Envy catching strays, but we'll see.
Yeah. What's gonna hurt Envy, like it hurts all people, is like when you try to put your face on something because it's going good.
Yep.
And then when it go bad, you say, "Oh, that's in my face." Nah, that was your face in the name.
Face on him when it was going good.
Yeah.
And then
So,
I didn't realize that Erica Mena was the side chick when he cheated on his wife, because now Erica Mena shooting slugs at the nigga again, bro.
Erica Mena kind of bad, Bill, but
You gotta leave these Spanish broads alone, man. I ain't trying to sound racist, bro, but these like, but see, I'm double talking because I'm saying you gotta leave the Spanish broads alone, but when you go to New York, you gotta go off Dykeman to see the Spanish broads, bro. So I don't know. Have you been in New York, bro?
I still haven't been, man. I might go this summer. I mean, this winter.
I'll fly for free. We gotta go, man. Me, you, on Dykeman, bro, with a camera and a microphone. We gotta do it.
Let me know, man. I got a couple trips that I'm supposed to take this year. So.
Oh, we can go next week. Don't tempt me with a good time. I'll fly for free. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you probably free. I don't. I got the school for the start and all that kind of stuff. So you know.
I mean, if we can prove you're my domestic partner, then you can fly for free. What are you willing to do? What act are you willing to put on?
What you mean? What you talking about?
Bro,
what you talking about?
I'm gonna lie to you. That's like the most unbelievable gay man that I've seen.
I would look. So how are you gonna define gay? Gay is what I want it to be.
There's nothing gay about you, bro.
we not that kind of gay, bro. We the new age. Like, yeah, man, I fuck niggas, man. Pause.
Oh, you just so it's back to just regular dudes who like dudes. I got you. Okay. Pause.
Yeah,
pause.
Man, yeah, we fuck each other. Pause, man.
Whoa, pause.
Young James Boogie, you are crazy.
Yeah, man. So listen to the motherfucking plane. Pause, man.
Well, look, this has been another riveting episode of the 16 Shots Podcast with Young James
Young
Boogie.
James Boogie, you are crazy.
Hey, R-Dub.
Tell me how you took, and I'm gonna tell you what I meant.
And we out.
No, talking about instruments to get the bitches, man.